Season 4 of Emily in Paris premieres on August 15th. Before you watch, here's a recap of what happened in Season 3.
First, a refresher.
Since touching down in France, Emily made a new best friend, Mindy, c'est moi.
And gained the respect of her French boss, Sylvie, yours truly, as well as her co-workers.
Emily, you've done it again.
Her clients are impressed too.
I like it.
But Emily's life isn't that simple. She found herself involved in a love triangle with her chef neighbor, Gabriel, me, and his on and off again girlfriend / Emily's friend, Camille.
That's me.
Do you guys know each other?
Emily and Gabrielle only slept together one time, and it was when Gabrielle and Camille were broken up, though a few times they did get close to a repeat.
I'm the one blushing.
But that all stopped when Emily and Camille made a pact to put their friendship first. Let's make a pact. Neither of us will ever be with Gabrielle.
A pact? You don't have to worry about me and Gabrielle.
So you agree then?
Yeah, of course.
More recently, Emily charmed British businessman Alfie, played by me, while still being friends with Gabriel. Seems risky.
Gabrielle never truly left Emily's mind, though. Season 3 starts with Emily in a petite existential crisis.
Emily, no!
Having recently shown up at his door to confess her feelings for him, only to find out that he and Camille got back together and Camille moved in.
I didn't realize you were here. Camille betrayed her pact with Emily, which of course was her plan all along.
Bummer for Emily. But at least she still has Alfie. Sure, he's about to move back to London, but he's committed to making long distance work. We could be something.
That's not the only struggle on Emily's mind. She's also juggling 2 full-time jobs, working for Madeleine at Savoir and for Sylvie at her new agency, Agence Gratteau. Double agent life is so stressful.
When Madeleine and Sylvie found out she's working for both of them, Sylvie fires her.
You're fired.
And since Emily prioritizes work, she misses Alfie's going away party, throwing their relationship into limbo.
Emily misses Alfie a whole lot, but it turns out he's not as far away as she thinks.
Alfie started a job in Paris as the CFO of Antoine's company, Maison Lavaux.
So why keep it all from me?
I was picking up the hints that you and I weren't on the same page.
Emily recognizes her mistake and wins Alfie back with a grand musical gesture. Aww, romance.
Ultimately, Emily quits Savoir, leaving on good terms with Madeleine before Sylvie invites her back to Agence Gratteau. Things are back in harmony.
So would you come back? I would be honored.
Speaking of music, Mindy has a new residency at Le Trompette Bleu, a prestigious Parisian venue. It's a big win for her, but a bit awkward considering her boyfriend and bandmate Benoit was not invited to join. Benoit's ego is further damaged when Mindy reconnects with her former boarding school classmate, her rich, handsome former boarding school classmate, Nicolas de Leon.
You two seem very cozy.
Oh, no, we're just old friends.
Mindy wants to take Nicolas up on his offer to use Benoit and Mindy's original song in a commercial.
I wrote that as a love song for you. I guess that meant nothing.
It meant everything.
But Benoit ultimately can't hang and ghosts Mindy.
And after a bit of will they, won't they tension, Mindy acts on a long, simmering crush and gets with Nicolas.
By the way, Emily and Nicolas have a connection of their own, but it's strictly business.
Your father runs JVMA, home to almost every important luxury brand.
Camille also finds career success with a new exhibit at her gallery, but the art is far from the only subject being admired.
I'm much more into smart French women with exquisite taste.
And Emily has the unfortunate experience of learning that Camille is cheating on Gabrielle.
Mindy advises Emily to keep what she saw to herself.
Stay out of it. You're already responsible for breaking up with me and Gabrielle once.
Camille's secret isn't the easiest thing for Emily to keep quiet, but maybe it helps that her mouth is very occupied kissing Alfie. Yeah, things seem to be going well, minus the occasional accidentally romantic moment with Gabrielle. And Alfie being reluctant to tell his family about Emily.
Every time I think I'm in a real relationship and I tell my family, the rug just gets pulled out from under me.
Sylvie also navigates relationship struggles with her boyfriend Eric and her semi-estranged husband Laurent.
I really don't like sharing you with your ex-husband.
Well, not my ex exactly. When Eric can't get over his jealousy, Sylvie and Laurent have a chance to remind each other why they tied the knot and why it's worth keeping it tied.
Back to business, Agence Gratteau gets a big opportunity thanks to Mindy's boyfriend, Nicolas.
I would like to hire Agence Gratteau to help us out with Pierre Cadeau.
I would be delighted.
The only problem is Sylvie, Luc, Julien, and Emily are more loyal to Pierre Cadeau than to GVMA.
So when Nicolas wants to remove Pierre as the head of his own brand and replace him with his greatest rival, Grégory Dupré, the Agence Gratteau team does something about it.
The truth is, Pierre Cadeau, the brand, is dead. It died the moment I sold my soul to JVMA.
What the hell is this?
Sylvie doesn't mind humiliating JVMA because of how Nicolas' father, Louis, treated Sylvie at the start of her career. Oui, moi aussi, je me souviens très bien de vous quand j'étais une assistante. Je me souviens de tout.
But the stunt does have fallout for Emily in her personal life, putting her at odds with her best friend's boyfriend. Not ideal.
Bonsoir, babies. Mwah. Everybody being nice?
Yeah, I was just telling him.
Unfortunately, Emily was just saying that she can't stay.
In her defense, maybe the reason Emily didn't fully consider the consequences is because the night before, she received a surprise love confession.
You are with Camille.
See, that's the problem. I love you both. The next morning, he doesn't remember any of his drunk confessions.
With Camille back in Paris, Gabriel is so set on life with her that he plans to propose, but she does it first.
On se marie? Tu m'enlèves les mots de la bouche.
Suddenly, Gabriel is driving harder than ever toward his dream of opening his own restaurant and getting a Michelin star.
Supporting his friend, Alfie helps Gabrielle strike a better deal with Antoine, giving Gabrielle more control and making Antoine a silent partner.
We have a deal.
Luc also plays his part, obviously, reconnecting with his old flame, Marianne, a secret Michelin inspector to get her to eat at Gabrielle's restaurant.
Life of Chef Gabriel is about to change. This restaurant is headed for a Michelin star.
Feeling undervalued by Sylvie at Agence Gratteau, where Emily routinely steps on his toes. Emily a complètement hijacké mon client comme un petit vautour là, habillé en crop top, et c'est pas la première fois qu'elle me fait ça. Julien is fed up and ready to take his talents elsewhere.
Unaware of the role Louis de Léon has played in Sylvie's life, or how Sylvie got back at Louis, Laurent shares that he and Louis are about to go into business together.
Un des hommes les plus riches de Paris. Le patron de JVMA, Louis de Léon.
Another unexpected development? Benoit at Mindy's door with big news.
We're going to Eurovision.
Well, oh my God!
Season 3 comes to a head at Gabrielle and Camille's engagement party, and it's a very busy party.
Mindy arrives in a helicopter with Nicolas, and that's the least dramatic thing that happens.
In order of events, Nikolai apologizes to Emily.
I'm sorry about the other night. Really. Can we start over?
Emily confronts Camille about her affair with Sophia and insists that Camille tell Gabrielle, but Camille doesn't think that's necessary now that the fling is over.
Camille later sees Emily and Gabrielle celebrating when Emily tells him about Marianne, the Michelin inspector's positive opinion of the restaurant. Gabrielle is so happy that he asks Camille to marry him on the spot.
Oui. But when she's at the altar, Camille can't go through with it.
Camille also tells Gabrielle about her and Emily's past.
Because I knew you were in love with Emily.
Alfie is devastated and breaks up with Emily.
Finally single at the same time, Gabrielle and Emily are now free to be together, except there's more.
Woo! And that's where we left off at the end of Season 3. Part 1 of Season 4 will be on Netflix August 15th and Part 2 on September 12th.